Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, you can see I've got my cowboy hat on today. That means it is hay cutting time. So I'm coming out here this morning to get the tractor ready and get everything hooked up with the mower because it's still way too wet to actually mow the hay. So I'm gonna get everything set up and ready to go. And probably by the time that I do that, then the hay will be dry enough, the dew will be burned off, and then it'll be good to go. I don't know if I actually have to wait on the hay to dry out of the mornings or not, like to cut it. But I don't know, that's just kind of my thing, that I think that it needs to be dry because whenever it falls and laying on the ground, then if it's already wet, then you've got all that moisture kind of sitting there in that bundle that can cause mold and stuff. So I don't know, I just kind of feel that way. So I tend to let the hay dry a little bit, and then I'll start cutting as soon as it kind of gets dry on top. I know it's still going to be kind of wet on the bottom because we had rain a couple days ago, but I'm afraid to not go ahead and cut it because we have a really good stretch of dry weather according to the forecast anyways. Hopefully that'll stay accurate and we won't get any rain. We're not supposed to have any rain at all this entire week. So if that holds true, then we should be able to get all of our hay in and get it put away before we have any rain. So this first cut of the season should be really good. So I got everything hooked up and I'm ready to try my first pass with this new mower. So I'm pretty much right now just going to let the mower down, make a pass with it, see how it's cutting, see if it needs to have any adjustments. I think I've got everything set up really close to where it needs to be, but the only way to really test that is to put it into some grass and try it out. So we've got the puller lock. And then let the mower down. I'm gonna let that touch the ground. And now I'm gonna lower the 3-point. If you notice, there's a bolt right there that is hanging. It's all the way to the end of that slot where this is supposed to be setting at. When you lower the 3-point, that bolt is supposed to be in the middle of that slot. So about like that right there. So that right there should be our mowing position. And that should put us about 11 or so inches off the ground on the back. I'll check this stuff once I kind of get going a little bit, but I want to make a pass or two with it and see if I need to angle that thing a little bit. I think it's setting pretty well level. So I think I've got that mower set up pretty good. It might need just a little bit more of adjustment, maybe tilted towards the front a little bit or towards the tractor. I might do that, but I'm going to continue cutting with it for a little while. Whenever I first started mowing with it, it seemed like it was missing some stuff a little bit. And I kept checking, you know, the blades. I'd shut it down and the blades look good. Everything looks to be turned the correct directions and all that, which the blades are not really directional. You can have them upside down, but both sides of the blades actually have cutting edges on them. But I'm ready to get out into the field and go ahead and mow the rest of the field and get all this hay knocked down. But before I get out here and spend too much time, I wanted to put my bug spray on. This is my Captain Ron's. This stuff is awesome. I know I've mentioned this before on some videos. I use this because it is DEET free. It doesn't burn my skin, but it works really well. And then I don't have any adverse effects from harsh chemicals and stuff. It's all natural bug spray. So I love using this stuff. And the bug spray isn't so much for the flies and the gnats or anything like that. It's actually being out here in this grass. The ticks are horrible. And it seems like when I use this spray, I'll put it down on my legs and stuff, right down to the top of my shoes, and even spray my shoes with it just a little bit. And it seems like I don't have any problems with ticks whenever I do that. I also have my ISO tunes. I don't have a good opinion on these yet, but what I have used them, I'm liking them pretty good. I've only used them on the riding lawnmower or on the Kubota zero turn. So I have not used them on the tractor. And I got me some nice ice cold water. So I'm ready to hit the field for 5 or 6 hours and get this hay mowed down. So I've got everything I need to be able to keep me out here at the tractor for a long period of time. And that's kind of why I do that. You know, I get all my stuff together and bring out here with me and try to keep it or have everything prepared to where that I can start mowing and then not have to quit until I'm finished. So we're back down here at the house. I had to take me a quick break and grab me something else to drink. But I also wanted to come down here and park the mower where I set it up originally and kind of recheck everything sitting in the same spot. Plus, I wanted to check the belts on it. You know, it says in the manual that you're supposed to check the belts after the first hour of use. It's been about 2.5, 3 hours of use. So I don't think we're going to get as much yield off of the field this year because, you know, we're a week or two earlier than we normally cut it. Plus the weather kind of took a while for it to warm up to the point of really getting the grass to grow. But this is the week that we're off work, and this is the week that there's no rain, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it even if it is a little bit early. And we did not fertilize this spring cut, and I'm thinking about, after this cut, going ahead and fertilizing for the second cut and seeing how that does in comparison to the years that we fertilized in the spring. So this Tar River mower is really working out good. I'm liking the characteristics of it, and whenever I first started mowing with it, it seemed like it was missing some stuff, leaving stuff standing up. And it may have just been the paint or something on the blades, because now it doesn't do that at all. It has a real good clean cut, and it seems to just mow everything. Like, it does a really good job. I was a little worried about this in comparison to the sickle bar mower. The sickle bar mower, you could cut with it pretty much about any direction. Doesn't matter, you know, the slope of the hill or anything. You could cut with the mower hanging way out over the side on the downhill side, and it didn't matter. Well, this mower, I was afraid of the weight of it in comparison to that, but I have no trouble. I've cut with it on the downside, like trying to go around the outside edge of the field, and it's perfectly fine. The main thing is you don't want to lift it up when you're doing that. As long as you keep it, you know, down on the ground, then the weight of the mower is on the ground. It's not on the tractor. So I would really think that I was kind of worried for nothing, because it doesn't bother me at all. It feels stable as can be. So we've still got the last section of the field, and I'm going to go on out here and get that going. So thanks for checking out the video today, and we'll see you next time.